Hello, friend. Today I'm bringing you a video of how to enable a BitLocker drive encryptions on Windows 11. And basically, what I have here, it's a VM. And a VM, it's kind of we walk on a very thin line when it comes to TPM, Trusted Programmable Module. TPM, it's a chip. It's embedded on a motherboard, and being this as a VM. Not sure it's going to be compatible with that, but I'm going to do it actually here to enable that. And one of the things I found out interesting when I go here, so to enable BitLocker, basically, folks, you go right click here and then you click on turn on BitLocker, or basically go to settings and about the this PC, and you go to BitLocker here, and then you turn on. But when I try to turn it on, I'm gonna getting an error. It says this device cannot use trusted TPM module, as I mentioned to you. Your administration must set the allowed BitLocker without compatible TPM. Trusted programmer modules is again, it's a chip embedded in BIOS of the actual physical computer, laptop or desktop basically, and this is a VM. It's a on a Hyper-V actually. And so what I can do, I can enable this feature right now without TPM or bypassing that, and I'll show you how we can do that actually in a minute here. So basically, this is one way to trigger the BitLocker, and the other way actually you can just right-click on the drive and then turn on the BitLocker again. It's going to come up with this message we're going to be overriding in a minute. So to override this message, basically you're going to go to search bar and type uh, the command that we're going to get to the main system edits actually. So a group policy that um, MSC, and then we press enter for that. And then in the local group policy editor, make sure you're at the local group policy here. And then this is considered as a computer configuration rather user configurations. And then from here, I'm gonna show you. We're gonna go to gonna maximize it a little bit and drag it to the right. So we're gonna go to the administrative template here, and we're gonna go to Windows components, as you can see. And from there, and we're gonna look for the name itself, the BitLocker drive encryption, and from that we're gonna select the operating system drives, and what we need to enable here, this part actually, there's two of them. Matter of fact, if you guys, I don't want you to be confused. This is for Windows Server 2008 and Windows Vista, and then this is where we are looking for a required additional authentication at the startup. Gonna double click on that and make sure it's enabled, and make sure this is the most important part of all, and that's what was the error message saying, folks, earlier. If you look at that, so it directly take you to this area. If you read it, it says here this device cannot use trusted platform module. Your administrator must set the allowed BitLocker without a compatible TPM options, and the required additional authentications at the startup policy for OS volumes. So that it's right here, folks. You see, is exactly right here. So this one you have to make sure first you have to enable and make sure this check mark um, has to be on. Actually, has to be ticked, and then you're gonna click on apply, and then OK. And I'm gonna go ahead and close the local group policy editors. And when you open the drive C here, when you right click on it, and then you're gonna click on Turn BitLocker, and it's gonna start the checking process for you. And after the checking, we're gonna go ahead and click on Next in here. So it shows here this is a good idea to back up your critical data and such and such. This process may take a while, and as you can tell, you what is give you the caution here, um, and it tells you what is the process involving here, and then you're gonna click on next. And right now it's going with the encryption. You're able to use a Windows recovery environment unless manually enable the move to. It says here you will no longer be able to use Windows recovery environment unless it's manually enabled and moved to a system drives. When you turn on BitLocker, your computer performs the following steps. Prepare the drive for BitLocker encrypted drives. So gonna click on yes, and then we can enter a passcode here. So this is an important here. You can select, tells you here you should create a strong password for use uppercase and lowercase letter and numbers, symbols, and spaces. So you can use basically whichever you would like in here. And for me, it's this is a testing environment, and it's showing you what I'm planning actually to do. And I can save this either to ASB and either to a file. I can save it to a file here, and I can save it to a document. That's cover key says encrypted drive. Choose a different location. So it tells you directly to the um, to the C drive. Okay, it doesn't give you an option here. Okay, so basically, what you can do, and this is the key for it. And you can copy this key and take a picture of it and have it saved somewhere, which is important in case you get locked. That's the same key. It can be used if it doesn't allow you folks to save, but in general, um, you can save it to either a document. So it's not allowing me here to do so. Probably I have to have that copied and saved directly. See if I can have that. So, security logs from the previous lecture. So the keys are here, and you can put it. Of course, you can have it on a different drive because you're encrypting a C drive. You're not going to be able, in case of something happen. But generally speaking, what I done, I save it on the thumb drive, and usually it gives you an option of give you an option of saving that on, and as you can see, it's the same thing as we have here. Same key is identical where we have here. You can take this key and take a photo of that also. You can do that. It's, as you can see, folks, it's the same thing. You can take a photo and also save it or save it somewhere that cannot nobody know about it, which is important for me. This is a demonstrations for you, and it's just the purpose of it. And it's just the purpose of this is just to have it, somewhere, you know, and as you can see, it does recognize it here, and we can have in here, and we can cancel that. Okay, you can save that. You can do it this way also. And next, so we're gonna give you another options here, folks. Choose how much of your drives to encrypt. So there's two options here, as you can see. So folks, just to as I mentioned to you earlier, because we were saving these BitLocker's key, we are encrypting the same drive. You cannot actually. And again, this is a demonstration. This is only for purpose of teaching you how to do encryption. But in the real world, you cannot save the key on the same drive you're encrypting. That's irrelevant, of course. But this is again a demonstrations, and that's why I saved the key right here in case. And I took a picture of that in case something happened to this VMs in here. So basically, we're gonna select here encrypt used. This space only faster and best for a new PC and drives. You're gonna leave that as is. And then here, you have two options. Choose which encryptions mode um, uh, you know you would encrypt new encryption mode best for fixing drives or a compatible mode best drives that can be moved from this device. I will use the compatible mode best for drives that can be moved from this device. I believe this is, and you can read through this Windows 10 introduce a new disk encryptions XTX and AES. This is a very good secured encryption methods though. This mode provide additional integrity supports as you can see, but it's not compatible with the older version of Windows. So it is and if this is a removal drives that you may are going used to older version of Windows, you should choose compatible mode actually. So I would here I would leave it as is, because again, um, you're gonna be questioning yourself if this is a fixed drive. So this is again this is a Hyper-V, and this is a VM. So I would leave it here, and then I'm gonna go for next. And in this screen, folks, I will untick this and then I'll go ahead do the start encrypting process here. And as soon as you see that the encryption in progress, and it tells you here, and basically if you click on this, it's gonna show you the progress of that and how much is it completed. And it's depend on the size of the hard drive. And again, this is totally a lab environment and testing, and that's I'm doing it for you to show you the process and procedures. And but in the real world, this process sometimes takes time on the size of the hard drive you have in there. But this is the process actually, and you can see here is doing the encryption process for you. And it's going to take some time to complete 100%. I'll show you that what happened next. And for now, I'm going to go ahead and pause back and forth until this is going to reach 100%, folks. But stay tuned. So, folks, the encryption of drive C is completed, and then we're going to click on close. And we're gonna click on a few. This is encrypted now. Manage BitLocker. If you right click on it here, you can suspend it, remove passcodes, turn it off, and as you can see now, it did uh, actually encrypt the drives, and gonna go ahead and do a quick restart here. And as you can see, folks, as soon as I restart the VM, it came up to enter the password, which I'm gonna do in the minute. There you go. And it's going through Hyper-V. And it's come up to the password now. So basically, I'm gonna go ahead and put my password. And did come up to the Windows. So the BitLocker key, I suggest you to keep it somewhere safe. And I'm gonna go ahead and remove that in a minute. But this is only for demonstration of for you to see how this process been performed, and how things has been. So basically, it was saved there, and when I did start it up, the computer, and restart it or turn it off and start it, it's gonna come up with that key as I demonstrated to you earlier. And folks, you gotta have an option. And friend, if you go and manage BitLocker, you have an option either turn off the BitLocker, suspend protections. You have all the options, but for now, the BitLocker, as I show you, it's implemented. And when you shut down the computer or basically restart it, it's going to come up to where you have to enter the BitLocker. And as you saw, we saved that on a location, and you can have it saved somewhere, and have it written sometime in the different videos. I will show you that. I will show you that you can have it. How you gonna have it saved on the server part, which because this computer will be part of the server, and then you will be have that encryption key saved in there basically. So in the meantime, me turn to my Windows, and meantime, this is just a basic process of how to enable the BitLocker here. And eventually what I'm gonna do, and I don't need this on my VMs right now, because I have a lot of classes, and I do a lot of demonstrations. So I'm gonna go ahead and most likely suspend the production. I'm sorry, protections, and it's gonna ask me. So it's gonna give me a message. Protections is suspended, and then also I can uh, uh, oh, okay, so it's says this password is the only way to unlock this drive. Add another unlocking method before removing this one. So um, you can go ahead and turn off the BitLocker, which is fine. It's not an issue. So next time when you restart it, it's not gonna most likely prompt you with that. We're gonna go ahead and do a demonstrations here. And as you saw, folks, it did bypass the process of BitLocker encryptions, and it went straight forward for the password here, in which I'm gonna enter. And that's it. So, folks, this is the entire things about the BitLocker encryptions. If you have any comments, if you run into issue, please don't hesitate. That I can be more than an help to assist with that. Uh, if you, as usual, if you like the video, please appreciate your like and subscribes, and have a wonderful day. Thank you.